Hey everybody, and welcome to Raphan Reviews. Today we are finishing up our series on NRG Zayt, one of the best minds in competitive Fortnite. Manages to qualify for the grand finals of the FNCS Invitational, and I believe he needed this game to do it. If you look at my prior video, I cover games 1 through 7, and to me, game 8 is impressive on its own, as we'll see, but putting that game together after getting 1 kill and no top 10 placement in your first 7 games is all the more impressive. So watch the previous video if you want to see how those 7 games went and hear me talk about what Zayt's mental game has to be like to be able to come from that and then win your next game. In this video, we're going to focus on Game 8 and see exactly what Zayt does. Let's get into it. Zayt, dropping into Sweaty Sands, does not spot a llama like some of his previous top 5 multi-kill performances. So if you were looking for a third llama game by Zayt, not going to happen here. He notices he just barely is getting beat to that tower, and there's 2 people landing on the tower, so he decides to come down to the pier, which is uncontested. He's gonna loot up here. He spots this big pot, grabs the big pot, full HP, has the blue SMG. Gonna go back to the pier, loot up, get his brick. Gets this discovery chest. No shotgun yet, 2 SMGs, but he's still uncontested on the pier. Finally gets the green pump. Has a flopper. Exchanges that for a slightly better shotgun. Finds an RPG and is getting shot by this player who is deciding to push on those blue shield tags, even though Zayt is able to fully heal from it. So this player gonna jump down. Zayt is ready with the RPG, knows this player is cracked, able to get the wall, get the shotgun shot on him. Easy claps, way to go. Looking for more minis, finds them, so he's got the 6 minis, the 3 floppers, gets in a boat, and gets griefed, shot from behind by Macwood. And remember, Zayt only had 1 kill from before this game, so 2 kills all day now. Might be thinking he needs to do well in this game to qualify. And is getting pretty much storm pushed here by Macwood. And so first he's, okay, I'll rotate away. Go in the buildings. He knows he left a big pot there. Puts the big pot on. Sitting here, see if he can cheese him with the RPG, but that doesn't happen. Macwood continues to rotate. Zayt has great memory, knows where he left some heals. Goes and takes several of these bandages because he sees Macwood still looking for him here in Sweaty. Gets the RPG back, and he knows I still have 3 floppers. I know where the medkits are. I'm gonna address this. So he RPGs him. Macwood doesn't let him get off the medkit. Doesn't let him get off the medkit again. Macwood resorts to trying to get the campfire off, but Zayt smells blood in the water, wants to get in on this man. And great play there. You do the RPG across that breaks your floor and the walls, doesn't harm you if you shoot it fully diagonal. That drops him down, quickly switches to the tack. 78 and dead. Eliminated TSM Macwood. Gonna be able to get a pad off of that. and the shield potion to get fully to max HP. And decide, you know what? I'm really playing Storm now. As much as I love the RPG, I value surviving more. So I'm going to take the 3 floppers as well as the medkits and boat back into zone. So he's going to boat over here. He boats in, stays in the boat because Zayt, even in this situation, wants to get to that dead side of zone. It's a far east zone. Let's get over here and be the easternmost possible. There can't be too many teams in Dirty Docks. Everybody's going to be clustered on this half of zone. And as it happens over here, nobody's going to be over here in Dirty. So Zayt gets into Dirty Docks after healing up. Going to be nearly full mats. And just starts rotating. And again, just like in a previous game, Michael Phelps here knows players are unlikely to be looking out into the ocean. And gets this free dead side rotate. Doing another edge rotate. Now, I don't know if he's expecting that player to be there, but I think he hears footsteps and stays well away. And he's going to rotate here into this 4th zone. Does get shot at a little bit while taking the roof of this house, but once he takes it, he's fine. And there you are. You're in zone. Somehow he's made it again to the dead side of zone. Take the longest path possible. Go where the players aren't. Everybody else is clustered up on this mountain. He's down here. And unless zone goes directly to that mountain, he's chilling. Now, where's it go? Not that mountain. He knows he's going to have a pretty easy walkable rotate because there are not too many players between him and zone. So, not sure if it's the easiest rotate of his life, but pretty easy rotate. You see someone get lasered out of the air. And he's going to go for as many of these mats as he can get. Does think about swapping the medkits for the rocket launcher. Ultimately decides against it. And there's a ton of extra materials here for him to expand with if he wants. And he focuses on getting those materials in his box and expanding as players come in. Setting himself up for success after this zone. And I love this. I tell players to do this all the time, teammates. Get the materials and make a subway, is what I call it. You're just making a tarp using the extra mats you have. And he's doing this before the next zone shows up. Right? A lot of players want to wait till the next zone shows up, but then you only have 30 seconds. So Zayt makes this long base with that extra metal. And now he's going to react to where the zone is. Guess what? This time he lucked out. He's already headed in the right direction. And he's going to be able to refresh this brick as well. And if you waited till the next zone come up, you would not have been able to have that long, either east to west, north to south, or in this case, east to west tarp to build off of. You know, if you build a long tarp, either east to west or north to south, you get to whichever end is closest to zone, and you build from there once zone appears. If you don't build out of your box, it's no good to you that you have 500, 1,000 extra mats in the box. You're not going to have time to build out and get those mats back. So, great little subway by Zayt. He sees all these players padding. Not a pad that he sees he's going to be able to use, so he uses his own pad. He wants a safe rotate here. With how close he was in this direction, I was a little surprised that he decided not to path in, but he opts to save the mats and go for the medkit again. If you have a medkit, pad into Storm, build in Storm. Players have a harder time seeing in Storm. By the time zone gets to you, your walls are going to be more fully built, and take the pad, or rather take the medkit to get back all that HP. So the medkit's something I had thought really lost their utility with the moving zones. And I've seen other players do this occasionally, but Zayt has done this in darn near every game where he makes top 10. He really consistently gets ahead of zone, often with a pad, and then medkits back up. So definitely something you can incorporate into your gameplay. That player heavy snipes into his box, but because Zayt has the floor open and is looking down, the player doesn't really realize that and just falls through. Hey, I don't know if that's luck or good, but it works. Here, he intentionally takes 10 damage to Storm and starts the medkit immediately, knowing with how fast Storm's moving, he's gonna finish the medkit as he gets to 10 HP. He then immediately edits out, takes a flop, and starts building towards height. Lasers that player, lets him know, hey, height is no longer going to be yours. Gets to the top, takes his flopper, and what do you know? Free height, only 4 players alive. They're going to be fighting down below. He manages to build over towards old builds. Sprays down at the players below who are going to not be focused on trying to take height back. They're going to be fighting each other. He gets a kill off that. And from here, in a solid position to win the game, Cogenesis grapples up, but Zayt, come under pressure, gets the kill, gets the Victory Royale, and guess what? He's qualified top 80 players in the FNCS Invitational, and I expect he's going to prove he's even higher than the top 80 when the grand finals come. So this concludes our multiple video series reviewing Zayt's gameplay and the FNCS Solos Invitational Week 2. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, share it with a friend. If you really like it, click all the right buttons, follow me on socials. You all know what to do. I really appreciate that. Trying to just get more people to view my content if you all think it's good content. Appreciate y'all. Have an excellent day. And hope this series gave you some tips to use as you play Fortnite and help break down what makes Zayt such a great and consistent player. Take care, y'all.